A very good day to everyone that is listening to this web seminar. First and foremost, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Zan and I'm the Marketing Manager of Juddy, and I will be the speaker for today's presentation. First and foremost, a very big welcome to Juddy's second webinar where we will introduce a lot of our products more and also to try and keep in touch with our customers. Today's web seminar will cover a few products. I would first like to introduce products Juddy offer for the HP P series models. After that, I would then specifically share with you 3 of our Juddy products for the HP P series, which is JLT034, JLT057, and JLT062. In this session, I will show also the data performances of these toners compared to the OEM performances. After that, there will also be a Q&A session. Without further ado, allow me to introduce to you the whole list of Juddy products offered for the HP models. First of all, we will look at JLT003P. 003P covers the following models such as HP LJ1010, HP LJ1300, HP LJ1150, and so on as shown on the table. We also offer JLT088. JLT088 is used in the compatible cartridges, which is based on Juddy's configurations. The printer models that is compatible is similarly as JLT003P, which is HP LJ1010, HP LJ1200, and also HP LJ1300. Moving on, we would then discuss about JLT034, which is also known as NGT1. We will also cover on JLT057, which is also known as NGT4, and last but not least, JLT062, which is known as NGT6. Without further ado, we will look into JLT034, which is also known as NGT1. The following are the OEM part numbers which are compatible for NGT1, which is CB435A, CB436A, CC38A, and so on as shown on the table. These toners are compatible in the printer models as shown on the table, such as HP LJP1005, HP LJP1505, and so on. We will now look into how NGT1 performs in the printer models. The printer model which we have taken into reference today is HP P1006, and we have used the cartridge model of CB435A. As you can see, the test conditions and also the cartridge configurations. We would then compare the performances of the OEM toners compared to JLT034. As you can see, the average image density of the OEM standards as compared to JLT034 are very similar. In fact, JLT034 has a slightly higher transfer efficiency as compared to OEM standards. In terms of total page yield, JLT034 manages to achieve the OEM standards page yield. Then we look into NGT4, which is JLT057. NGT4 is catered for a different series, a different range of the P series, which is HP LJ P4014, HP LJ P3015, HP Pro M601, and so on. Similarly, we would perform a test to see how NGT4 performs in the HP model printers. The HP model printer used is HP M603 and the cartridge model is CE390X. We compare the performances of the OEM toner and also JLT057. As you can see, the image density of JLT057 is very near to the OEM standards. Also, when we look into the average grayscale, JLT057 would be slightly higher than the OEM standards. The average fixing for JLT057 is very much similar to the OEM percentage too. As we look into the transfer efficiency as shown on the table, JLT057 has 92.53% of transfer efficiency, which these figures are quite similar to the OEM standards, which is 92.64%. In terms of toner consumption per page, both OEM toner and JLT057 has quite a similar figure. Of course, in terms of the total page yield, OEM manages to produce 25,500 while JLT057 is not far from that range, which is 25,000 pages. Last but not least, we look into JLT062, which is NGT6. NGT6 is compatible in the following printer models: HP LJ P1005, HP LJ Pro P1566, and so on, as shown on the table. Similarly, we've used HP P1006 to test on NGT6. The cartridge model is CB435. As we compare JLT062 with the OEM standards, you may observe that the average image density of JLT062 is higher than the OEM standards. JLT062 has a 1.57 rating of average image density, while OEM only records 1.48. In terms of the transfer efficiency, JLT062 has a 93.4%, while the OEM has 93.1%. Moving on to the toner consumption per page, JLT062 has a slightly higher consumption, which is 40.8 mg per page, while OEM has a 33.1. In terms of the average toner waste per page, JLT062 has a 2.5, which is quite similar to the OEM, which is 2.3. Last but not least, when we look into the total page yield, JLT062 achieves 1,500, which is 250 pages short of the OEM standards. We hope that you have understood fully on the NGT series and also on the JADI product models that we have offered. The following is the Q&A session. If you are listening from a recorded version of this video, kindly send your questions to the email which is relevant to you. We hope that you have a nice time with us. The following webinar, we hope that you would continue listening, and the next webinar session that we will arrange would be around the topic of JCLT36. JCLT36 is a very premium color toner which we have developed and is one of our latest products. Stay tuned for the next webinar, and we will present this webinar in 2 weeks' time. Thank you and have a nice day.